And do you think men should see us
I
in
think
our natural
Baja's,
state before they get in a real relationship with us?
whenever I've heard a man say, let me see what you look like with no makeup. Let me see what you look like without the hair. I feel that that man is telling you that he does not have the money to finance your beauty upkeep. Don't come over here thinking that I'm going to go to Sephora and get you some makeup. So I need to see you without all that because I want to strip you of all that because I ain't got it. When a man says that to you, he wants to strip you of everything. He doesn't want you to have the thought process of maintaining yourself.
Just to let y'all know, a lot of women are extremely, okay, not kind of, not a little bit, not they just want to fix something here and there, are extremely insecure and extremely unconfident to the point where they can break down. They completely lose themselves. They completely feel like they're not supposed to even walk outside without makeup. Okay. This woman is a perfect example. Her face is extremely caked up. She's got her mask on. She's got it ready. Now, the thing that I noticed when what she said in this video was she essentially just snitched on herself when she said that they're trying to strip her of everything when the man simply asked, "Can I see how you were born naturally, how you came out your mother's womb?" Like that, like it's extremely telling when she says that, because a lot of these women put everything, their worth, their life, their existence, their value on this makeup and on these material things. She's essentially saying that she has nothing under there. She's a hollow shell, that without her makeup, without her lace wigs, without her knotless braids, without the an Indonesian woman's hair on her head, she is not confident and she does not have her quote unquote beauty upkeep, when in reality she's quite a beautiful woman. I can notice from through the makeup, which is astonishing. So she must be very beautiful. It's just that she is covering it all up with all of this unnecessary toxins that aren't doing anything for her. But that leads them to women not seeking the Most High. You need to seek the Most High. You need to gain that discernment. You obviously don't have to, but at the end of the day, this is a result. This is a perfect example of people that are falling away, and it's very sad and unfortunate. But be blessed and stay true, like to the one who created you. He's trying to strip you of everything. Since she's acting like she's slow, or I don't know, maybe she's just doing this for clout to get a rise out of people. If that's the case, that's working. This look like it's her money maker. The makeup she's wearing, the hair she's wearing, all that stuff that she's bought seems like it costs a lot of money. So there's a lot of upkeep, as she said. So let's go back to the basics. Men want a woman they can recreate with. And women know this too. In high school, what are girls looking for? They're looking for the guy with the looks. They're looking for the guy with the money too. So that kind of like forfeits everything. But when it comes to a man, that's why I specifically say, like, with men, they're visual. Okay, they want. I mean, everyone really is visual, but they're really visual. They want a woman who they can procreate with, whom they can pass genetics on, that they like, okay, that they love, that they adore, whatever, right? I mean, that's what it is. If a man is asking you, "Hey, what do you look like with all that, without all that makeup on?" is because it's a very good reason. First and foremost, a lot of women like to pretend that when you wear makeup, especially as much as she does, because as far as what I've seen in every video, I don't think I've ever seen her without makeup. She looks like the type of woman who wears makeup every single day without fail. I could be wrong. Or if she's dating or whatever the case is, and meeting a bunch of men and meeting different men, she has to put her costume on. She has to put that facade on, that she has to put her confidence on, right? And it's crazy because, I could tell through the makeup that she's a pretty woman, right? Beautiful skin. But these be the women that are so insecure. Like, just by her saying that, their makeup is known to pull to suck the energy out of you. And the makeup is known to draw the energy out of you. Like, let's be honest, if you look at those like celebrities with and without makeup, you see certain celebrities that look completely different. But if you notice something, like, especially as a woman ages, and if she's the type of woman that wears like a ton of makeup, a perfect example, it's like two different people. You know what I'm saying? It almost looks like they're like super pale, and like just the youth has been sucked dry out of them. There's even additives in makeup, no matter how expensive you go or whatever. Yeah, there's going to be makeup brands that are trying to do more natural things or whatever the case is. But at the end of the day, our skin is an organ. It needs to breathe. Like, okay, God gave us the breath of life. Our skin, our pores, they're eating up whatever you're putting on there. If you're clogging up your pores on a daily basis, of course they're not going to be getting your skin isn't going to be getting as much oxygen as it needs on a day-to-day basis. So of course you're going to look completely different. There are women that are straight up using sorcery. There are women that are straight up using filter for everything. That's why you see all these different things with catfish and whatnot. Men, I mean, and it's fair. You want to know who you're dealing with, because at the end of the day, are you going to be wearing the makeup 24/7? Is there not ever going to be a time when we wake up in bed together and what, you going to be wearing makeup then? And that brings me to a little situation with I used to have an Airbnb cleaning business, and essentially I go clean up my first few homes first few clients that I had. It was like regular, so you'd get people that will come in and out, like turnover. All right, there's some bed sheets, and they usually are white, and I think it was a pillowcase that had like a smudge of foundation on it, like some brown foundation, right? Okay, so I go, and the thing that pissed me off, I think this was a day that their washer and dryer broke, and I had to take all of their laundry, all the dirty laundry, and go drive like down the street. It was in Philly, so there's laundry mats everywhere, thankfully. And basically, I had to take all of this stuff, and it had the makeup smudge on it. I didn't think, or I don't know if I did. I'm pretty sure I did. Did I use bleach? I don't even know, but the fact that I had to, that the fact that they went through the cycle, the stain of the makeup still stayed on the pillowcase, y'all. So if the stain of the makeup stayed on the pillowcase, imagine what it's doing to these women's faces, like to their skin. That's why you see these women, and it doesn't have to be long, wear makeup. You wear makeup a little too much, or you have a year where you wearing makeup, you going out, whatever the case is, you young, you doing this and the third, and then you just notice certain premature wrinkles that weren't there before. That stuff, it has a bunch of toxins in it. Regular household appliances and the things that we use, they have a bunch of chemicals in it, and different things that they use to make shortcuts so that we can they don't care about our health, to make money. But makeup is different to me, because it's like you're applying it directly to your skin. Like, and she really don't have no reason to be wearing that much makeup. Like, she's creating all of these false highlights, artificial highlights. She has beautiful skin. As far as I know, I can't really know because she wears a mask on her face. I don't know, but in general, she does have beautiful skin. I'm talking about like if she has like blemishes or anything like that. I don't know. And this is something else I talk about on this channel. Another thing that I talk about on this channel is women that use their experiences to create fantasy fallacies, to villainize men for their own benefit, because you're insecure, because you can't leave the house without makeup, because you can't go to events, because you can't do certain things, because you can't stand in front of a man with confidence, makeup free, extra Indonesian person's hair free. Okay. You can't, you with your natural hair, with your natural, whatever the case is, because you can't stand in front of a man with confidence, because you were hurt at some point, because somebody said something to you wrong, because your mother or your father or whatever case didn't tell you enough that you're beautiful enough on your own, or but whatever the case is. Oh, he's broke. Like, really? He's broke, right? Because he don't want to deal with this, or the fact that he's even dealing with somebody who's that materialistic, that shallow. That's a walking talking red flag. And the man that gets with you and you say what you just said and they still mess with you, then it's like, is their fault at that point? Because it's at this point you're accepting her, you're accepting the contentious woman. But and it's also crazy. And another reason why a man would say that, a man would want that, at least what I would think, is, not to get lewd or anything like that, but what if he wants to go like this? What if he wants to do one of these? What if he wants to, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if he just want to play with you? Y'all play fighting or whatever the case is, just playing around. What if he licks your face? Like, what if he wants to do these things? What if he wants to do these things and have fun with you? I remember, times where I hear about, and again, not trying to get lewd, but where you'll hear, I don't, certain guys say, I don't touch my girl's hair. That's boring. Like, you know what I'm saying? You should be able to, like, that's y'all wanted. What did Adam say when God created him? That Adam and Eve, they'll become husband and wife, and they'll become they'll become one flesh. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Father. Whoo, thank you, Lord. Oh, yeah. Okay. And this is Genesis 2:23. And Adam said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man." Okay? Like, the bond, like, that's the thing that Satan tries to do, is try to divide men and women. If you look on YouTube, if you look on all these platforms, what is it doing? They're trying to create a divide between us. You'll see men bickering about women. You'll see women bickering about men, and what men. Oh, you're broke, then you ain't this, you ain't that, you da da da. And then what men bickering about women. But I'm focused on, and there are people that'll try to say that, oh, women are trying to make this content now to what you better. But listen, it may look, I don't know how it's perceived, and I'm trying to, make it clear, but men and women, we need to, Adam and Eve, we need to come together. Like, this whole, red pill, blue pill, all this extra stuff, and men creating these type of, things to go after women, and women trying to go, like, when I talk about these things on this channel, it's coming from a place of love. We, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she over here, like, after this interview, after these women then talked up, after she's done put down Adam, after then she's done said that he's broke if he ain't got this, and he can't afford to upkeep my confidence, if he can't afford to pay for my insecurities, then, okay, he's broke. That's what it is. Some of them wigs and them hair, even the hair, I think those are boho. What is it? Boho box braids? No, boho knotless braids. I haven't had braids in a long time. Okay, God turned me away from wigs and all that, like wearing other people's hair years ago. But they be costing like $250, $300. If you you know what I'm saying? Like, the wigs, there's wigs upwards $1,000 nowadays. It's $1,300. I'm hearing $1,300 for a wig. That's expensive for someone to be like, listen, like, that's why, like, men and women, you got to know what you want before you get into the relationship. First and foremost, you need to be seeking the Most High. That's number one. Once you have the Most High on your side, once you have the cheat code, once you have the King, the Father on your side, the supernatural abilities that you could have in any type of situation, and scope it out. So even if you miss the red flags, even if the person is so conniving, so wise that they try to overstep you, God sees everything. God reads the heart exceptionally well. He created it. So even if there's a man that seems like it's good, or a woman that seems like they're good, God will make it for your good. God will guide you. God will show you who they are if you ask, especially if you ask. But after this interview, this woman is going to go home and at some point sit on a toilet. At some point, sit her behind on the toilet, made by a man, installed by a man. All the convenience. She's going to go. Maybe she's in a high rise. She looks like she's a high maintenance, right? She in a penthouse, whatever the case is. She's gonna go in there. He's going to go home to go into that elevator. If the elevator break down, chances are who's going to come and fix it? Who's going to come and rescue her out of the elevator? A firefighter. Chances are it's going to be a man that's going to come fix that elevator. Chances are there's going to be, if she, God forbid, there's a fire in her home and there's something going on, who's going to come save her? A man. Y'all women be talking so disrespectfully about men, but almost everything that we touch has been crafted by a man. That car that you whipping, when you get a problem, when there's an issue on your car, where are you gonna go to? And then there's gonna be women. Well, there's women that are starting. Majority men. If you go to a cushion, if you're driving, there's a whole bunch of new construction site, the place they building. You know they trying to build their smart cities and all that.
Babylon is falling, by the way. So get out of her cities and seek the Most High, of course. Get some land, grow your own food.
Right? Who you gonna see working on the properties? Who you gonna see all the stuff that you want? Shoot, probably the mic you talking into is what was made by a man. The disrespect is wild. You yourself came from your dad's bowels, from a man. We're supposed to be Adam's rib. Like we supposed to work together. We supposed to be a help. And instead, Satan has brainwashed y'all so much that it's this big back and forth, divide. That's what he does with everything, with these religions, with these races. Divide. Don't be fooled, y'all. Don't be fooled. This woman right here, again, like it's just wild. It's just wild. She'll sit there and she'll say all of these things. A man shouldn't have, and a lot of you men out there think deeper. These women out there paying for your upkeep, which is ironic because the very thing that you try to put on as a mask is aging you faster. And if you base your whole entirety of your value on how you look, what's gonna happen when you hit 60? What you think you about to be growing old with a man who only, I gotta upkeep you with this money, this, that, and the third. There's gonna come a point where if those things, what is it? The wages of sin is aging yourself faster. And the reason why he want a natural, no, he wants to know what that nose look like. And it don't have to be right, wrong, whatever. Everybody, that's why I try to tell like women out there, listen, stop trying to impress all men. Not worth it. No man is worth you degrading your integrity. The man that you should be focused on, the Most High, he brought his son down here for us. You know how major that is? Women, think about you and your relationship with your sons and daughters, but you and your son. Would you sacrifice your son for the people of this world to give them a chance? That's love. That is love. Would you sacrifice your son? That's love. We have this chance. Don't screw it up. Because while you busy looking for Prince Charming or whatever the case is, the real deal is here and available and allowing his grace to be accessible, and you on a high horse. But pride comes before the what? So at the end of the day, it's like I said before, you only, if you, to get a husband, you only need one guy who values you. Only one man who values you, who you could come and say this is our family unit. That is my man. Yes. It's just that women are so concerned about competing with other women, and so concerned about being the it girl, and so concerned about getting everybody's attention, that you're in the same breath, in the same time, in that same time, losing yourself. They want the natural girl because they know what her nose look like. And you be surprised at how many people think you're attractive and think you're beautiful. Don't think that that's why I'm saying try so hard to push his agendas in mainstream media and whatnot, to try to create lies. To try to create lies. A man want to see what her eyes looking like. Want to see who are you behind everything. That's like one of those examples, like butt pads. There was a girl who was at a club or whatever the case, it was years ago, and she was wearing butt pads and attracted a guy, but was nervous. I think she was just nervous or something like that, or something happened where basically it didn't work out because she's wearing something that's an enhancement and she don't got all of that. So it's like, what's the point? You want to attract a guy based off of what you want. You want the guy that you want to be with to be attracted to you regularly, like on some that your natural beauty. Because I'm sure you have plenty of natural beauty. He want to know who he gonna wake up to in the morning. You wear makeup 24/7? Like, what's going on? Like, if there's something you got to tell us. And then if a guy don't want you for you, whatever the case is, that's not the guy for you. Don't you want to live in the truth? But that's all I really had to say in this video. Value virtue, seek the most high. Like, that's what we should be focused on. We shouldn't be looking for nobody else and stuff. The one that should be looking for is the most high, is him. He let his son come down to this earth, to touch on this earth, so that because he for his glory, his amazing glory. He is so amazing. His love is so amazing. Like, there is no other love like God's love. Jesus, like it's just amazing. Create that relationship. Repent. Jesus is so forgiving, but he's coming back soon, and this time it is. So with all that being said, all praises to the Most High.